yogis. Welcome, my name is Lisa, and today we're going to focus on forgiveness. So I want you to dedicate your practice to someone that you really need to forgive in your life. I want you to visualize that person in your mind's eye. And when you forgive that person, it sets you free. So we're going to open up through the Anahata Chakra Center. I want you to visualize the color green. And let's begin. So let's start in child's pose today. So take your knees the width of your mat, send your hips towards your heels and stretch your arms towards the front of your mat. Close your eyes and scan your body. Start to focus your attention on your breath. As you scan your body, just notice if there's any areas of your body that you tend to ignore or criticize, and see if you can send a little bit of self-love to those areas instead today. Continuing to focus your breath, your attention on your breath as you breathe in deeply, and you exhale through your nose. Let's tuck our toes and lift our hips and come into downward facing dog. Right away today, let's bend your right knee and push the left heel down towards the earth, getting a nice stretch into the back of the leg, calf and ankle. And then switch sides. Bend your left knee, push your right heel towards the earth. Come up on your tiptoes as you lift both heels high. Engage your core and allow those heels to draw back to the back of the mat. Now feel like you're pushing the mat towards the front and allow the back to nice and lengthen, extend. Start to walk your feet towards your hands, and then today I want you to keep your hands grounded into forward fold. So lift your chest, halfway lift. And then exhale, connect to the earth. So I want you to visualize, we're going to work the lotus mudra today. The lotus of your heart, and just like the lotus flower, it grows through the muck of the earth towards the light, and then this beautiful flower emerges. So we're going to work with that mudra today. Lift your hands on your shins, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Now circle the arms all the way around you as you reach up to the sky. So this lotus mudra, thumbs are going to touch, pinkies are going to touch, and the other fingers are going to reach up towards the sky. Lift your chest, lift your heart space. So the feet are grounded to the earth, your hands are reaching towards the sky, and you find peace within your body. And then exhale, we're forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step back to a high plank. Engage your core, shoulders over the wrists. Come to your tiptoes and softly lower towards the earth. Toenails to the mat. Roll your shoulders down your back. Inhale your cobra pose. Widen through the collarbones, open the heart. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Breathe. Gaze forward, bend your knees, travel to the front of your mat. Halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Now bend your knees, and I want you to feel like you're scooping that lotus mudra, the lotus flower from the earth, and you're stretching the fingers all the way up to the sky as an offering. Keep the weight into the heels. See if you can lift the chest, lift the heart space, and reach up a little higher. And then exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift on the inhale. Plant your hands, step or float back, vinyasa. chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. Step your right foot forward, big step, bend your right knee. Now same thing, I want you to feel like you're scooping the earth as that lotus mudra comes all the way up to the sky for warrior one. Allow the tailbone to reach towards the earth. Stretch and lengthen. I want you to visualize that person that you're forgiving. Offer your love. Take one more breath to release and set you free. Hands touch down, step back. Maybe this leg stays lifted, shoulders lifted. Chaturanga. Upward dog to downward dog. Same thing left side. Big step with the left foot. Spin the back foot flat. Scoop up from the earth. This lotus from your heart space and stretch it up to the sky. Feel your right inner thigh draw back. Feel the hugging in of the glute. And stretch up, maybe go back. Hands touch down. Keep your shoulders lifted. Left leg sweeps back. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward dog on the inhale. Downward dog on the exhale. Start to float your right leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Stretch. Allow those toes to really spread wide open. I want you to feel like the toes turn to the right. And just like we're churning open the heart today, I want you to start to churn open through the ankles. So making circles with the ankle, clockwise 3 times. And then counter clockwise 3 times. Bend your right knee in half to start to open up through the hip. Pull the right knee into the chest. Engage your core. Quietly step the right foot through into runner's lunge. Same mudra as we slowly start to send the arms all the way up to the sky. Let your right hand release down, either towards just grabbing your waist, or maybe you can start to grab the back of the hamstring as you take this reverse open heart crescent lunge. Activating that back leg, sinking into the front leg. And then release, open up to warrior 2. Look over through that right middle finger. And let's take the ribs a little bit towards the back of the mat today. Opening up through the hip. Sinking down in towards the tailbone, towards the earth. Right palm flips open. Left hand reaches towards the earth. Reverse your warrior. Take your hands back to center. Interlock your hands behind your back. Take your right thumb on top. Lift the chest, and not humble warrior, but I want you to start to take the right side of the torso towards the right thigh, opening up to the left side of the chest. From here, allow the right hand elbow to either the thigh or a block as you start to open up into extended side angle now. Left arm traces the horizon. And then see if you can draw the right ribs up towards the sky. The bottom ribs spinning up. Take one more breath here. And then we'll release. Face the front of your mat. Step back. Plank pose. Lower down. Low plank. Upward dog on the inhale. Downward dog on the exhale. Toes to touch. Let your left leg float up, 3-legged dog. Turn the toes to the left. And again, we'll start to go mindfully slow as you start to circle through the ankle. Once you've gone 3 times in that direction, go in the opposite direction. And bend the left knee to open up through the hip. Draw the left knee into the chest, into the heart center, and then quietly step it through. Runner's lunge. Taking our lotus mudra, offering up to the heavens. Let your left hand release, maybe to the waist, maybe grabbing the back of the hamstring and stretching the arms all the way up. We'll release into warrior 2, allowing the arms to open up. Keep your gaze over your left middle finger. And today, let's focus on the ribs, moving just slightly to the back of the mat. Take that front knee and sink it down as we track the knee over towards that pinky edge. Let your left palm flip open. Reverse your warrior as your right hand slides down the right leg. Come back to center. This time as you interlace the fingers behind your back, let your left thumb come on top. Roll your shoulders down your back and start to lean, tipping the torso over towards the left, like it's just above that left thigh. And we're focusing on opening through the right side of the heart space. Left hand can either come to the elbow, a block, or the earth, and then tracing the horizon as we tend to take that right arm and stretch it towards the front of the mat, palm facing down. Feel the right pinky edge ground you, and then see if you can spin and allow those left side of the torso to reach up to the sky. Take one more breath here. Hands released towards the earth, and we'll step back, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Fill up your body. Notice how you feel. Sending self-love to all areas of your body. And then slowly gaze forward. Hop your feet towards your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees now, chair pose. As we take the same mudra. And then stand up nice and tall. I'm going to face you as we take eagle pose. Right arm underneath the body, wraps. Right leg crosses over the body. And you can either 2-foot the eagle, so grounding that right foot to the earth. You can wrap it around as you take the front of the shin, or maybe that foot can wrap behind the calf. Scoop the elbows forward and up. Open up through the back of the heart. And we'll fly away as we open up into eagle on the other side. Left arm crosses underneath. Left leg crosses on top. Sinking the hips towards the earth, scooping the elbows forward. and then we'll slowly fly away. Let's work into dancer pose because we're going to take this on the ground in a moment. So send your right foot behind you, bend your knee, grab the inseam of the foot, stretch your left arm up towards the sky, reach high. Allow the hips to work back. And then as the hips work back, counter pose as the heart starts to move forward. Feel the back of the right shoulder open as the foot kicks into the hand kicks into the foot. One more breath. And softly release. Nicely done. Dancer pose. Left side as the left knee bends, heel towards the glute. Hug your knees towards each other. Ground down through the right leg. Float your right arm up. Start to kick the leg back and send your heart space forward. Energy in the back toes. Soft sparkle in your eyes. A lightness in your heart. Remember this feeling because we'll work this on the ground in a moment. Come back to center and let's work into tree pose. So foot on the ground onto the calf or draw it up to the inner thigh. Taking our lotus mudra in front of the heart. The lotus of your heart enlivening, visualizing the color green. And switching sides. Excuse me, that was a sneeze. Foot comes into the calf, maybe the inner thigh. And take your lotus mudra. Let's grow the lotus now. Just like the lotus grows from the darkness and it continues to grow to the light. You grow your light, your heart space. Shine it, offer it to everyone that you come encounter with today. Last breath and release. Nicely done. Come to the front of your mat. Let's sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Lift your heart. Feel light. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Send your right foot to the back of your mat. I want you to lower the right knee down to the earth so the top of the foot is grounded. Relax your shoulders. And then sweep the arms behind you, gathering this positive energy and reaching the arms up to the sky. Now you can stay with this bottom leg grounded. Otherwise, I want you to press down into the left foot and see if you can lift the right knee off the ground. Not easy. Hug everything into center. If the knee is lifted, go ahead and softly lower it to the earth. And I want you to focus on a 90-degree angle in the front leg, a 90-degree angle in the back leg. Hands draw onto the hip points as the shoulders melt down your back. I want you to see now if it feels good to take the right hand and grab the back of the hamstring like we did earlier. Maybe the left hand starts to float up. Play with this. If the body is giving you an indication to go further, maybe the right hand can slide onto the calf. Maybe the hand can go to the ankle, and maybe you can start to reach further back. Focus on expanding your heart space and focus on expanding breath. Allowing the right hip flexor to release. Take your hands towards your hips, come forward, and we'll leave the hands to the earth as we open up into triangle pose now. So hand can come to a block, your shin, or the earth. And then start to open up. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. And then feel the left thigh plugging in to your thigh, into that hip socket, so that you can feel the internal rotation of the left leg, external rotation of the right leg, and the left ribs getting long. Take one more breath here. And we'll slowly come all the way to star pose. So stretch the arms up, all the way to the sky, the feet towards the earth. And then turn your toes to 10 and 2, or maybe 3 and 9, and start to come into your goddess squat. Palms open to receive. Lift your left heel off the ground to activate the calf. Lower the left heel, lift the right heel off the earth. Being so grateful and sending love to the feet, the ankles. Now lift both heels off. See if you can lower down just a tad further. Pop those heels up high. Lift your heart. Sit up nice and tall, good posture. Release the heels, straighten through the legs. Take the toes in and the heels out. Shoulders down your back. Lift the heart space. And I want you to slowly just come, bringing the torso to the hips. Look down and take your right hand right in front, right in line with the face. Hug your thighs together. Take your left arm to the side. Without changing the leg position, start to turn the torso open as we twist. Take one more breath, maybe looking to the side or looking up. Releasing that hand to the earth. We'll send the right arm out to the side. Relax your shoulders down. Pull the pit of the belly in and start to twist open. Looking to the side or maybe looking up towards the heavens. One last breath in your twist. Release the hands, and we're going to walk the hands to the back of the mat, coming into the other side. So starting with your runner's lunge, softening the knee towards the earth, and taking the back toes so the top of the foot is flat. Circulating the arms behind you, bringing the arms up to the sky. So staying with this posture, or if you need a little bit more today, lift the left knee off the ground. Take one more breath here. Soften the knee if it's lifted. Shoot the hips slightly back so that you're at 90 and 90 degrees angle. Hands come onto the hips. Shoulders melt down your back. And then see how it feels. Maybe the left hand grabs the hamstring. Maybe you start to float the arm up as we take this half Ustrasana. Allowing the arm, maybe reaching the calf, maybe reaching the ankle, maybe reaching back. Let your body take you where it wants to go today. Breathing, listening, feeling your body. Opening up through the psoas, opening up through the heart space. And then softly moving the body weight forward, triangle pose. Straighten both legs. Hand either to the earth, a block, a shin. And feel again as you plug in that right thigh bone into its socket, lengthening through the torso, arm reaching towards the sky. Breathing in, breathing out. One last breath here. And then slowly we're going to keep facing the back of the mat. Spin on towards that back toe, and we'll step back to plank pose. Lowering slowly all the way to our bellies. you've arrived, come into Sphinx pose. Elbows onto the mat, like you're making number 11 here with your arms. Shoulders roll down your back. Just like we talked about taking dancer pose, we're going to take this half frog pose, Ardha Vikasana. So right hand is going to come onto the 45. And just like dancer, how we bent the knee, drawing the heel towards the glute, I want you to reach back with the left hand, keeping the hips stable, shoulders down your back. Take a hold of the top of the foot and allow the heart space. Shine your heart space forward. As you start to settle into this pose, I want you to visualize and feel that whole left top of the thigh expanding on the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's work a square breath as we breathe in for 4. Hold the breath at the top for 4. Exhale for 4. And keep the breath out for 4. Try it again, breathing steadily and deeply so that you can relax in the pose as well. And after you've finished that exhale, release the foot softly and we'll switch sides. So the left arm now is going to come on the angle, shoulders melt down your back, pull the pit of the belly in to lengthen and keep the back safe. Reach around with the right hand, grab a hold of the inseam of the foot, roll the shoulders down your back, shine your heart to the back of the mat, and then slowly start to bring the toes towards the glute. So we sit on our cars, we sit at our desks. We want to open the quads and the hip flexors. When you start to release that, your back bends become amazing. Come back to that square breath, inhaling for 4. Hold the breath for 4. Exhale for 4. And keep the breath out for 4. And then slowly release that foot gently. Come onto all 4s. And then I want you to sit down facing the front of your mat now. And we'll take Janu Shirshasana. So take your right leg, just like we did tree pose. The foot comes to the inseam. Lift the torso up nice and tall. Think about your posture. Activate the left foot. And then exhale, start to fold. Take one more full cycle of breath. And we'll roll up one vertebra at a time. And we'll switch sides. Right leg extends forward. Left foot draws in. Maybe even allowing the skin on that right glute to release. Stretch up, stretch tall. Plug your fingers in towards the sky. And leading with your heart space, come forward. It doesn't matter if the hands land next towards the knees, the calves, the shins. Some of you may even be able to reach around and grab your wrist. Just allow the body, finding that ease and effort, and then focus on the breath to relax in the shape. Last breath. And then just working into some core. We'll come into boat pose. Shoulders melt down your back. Hands can either stay behind the hamstrings or on the ground. Lift the chest, open the toes. Inhale, start to lower Ardha Navasana. Exhale, draw everything into core. Try it again. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, drawing the knees into the chest. 3 more. Inhale with your breath. Exhale your breath. Inhale to lower. Exhale to draw up. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Hold up now your fullest expression of your boat pose today. And we'll slowly take it all the way onto our backs. Hug the knees into the chest. Let your lower back melt. Rock side to side gently. So we've opened up the quad, hip flexor, and the chest. So let's see how it feels in our back bend. So taking bridge pose to begin. Fingertips. See if you can tickle the back of your ankles. Make sure the toes are pointing towards the front of your mat. And then from here, I want you to start to lift your pelvis off the ground, not looking, moving the head in this position. So just listen to how I'm going to cue you here. We've opened up the chest, so you have options. You can take your fingers underneath the body, interlacing the fingers, shimmying the shoulders underneath to open up the heart space. Now, if you practice full wheel pose, full back bend, you can take your hands towards your shoulder blades, tips of the shoulders, come to the top of the head. Make sure the hands are wide, pressed down. And on the inhale, slowly start to lift up. Bridge or wheel, take 5 breaths wherever you're at. Hugging the inner thighs towards each other. If you're in full wheel, gently come to the top of the head, tuck your chin, and we'll all together start to melt down the upper back, the middle back, and the lower back. Once you've touched down, gently pull the knees in towards the chest, and we'll take happy baby. So you can grab behind the thighs, you can grab behind the shins or calves, or maybe you can grab the feet. Pull those knees down towards your armpits, like you're stamping your feet on the sky. Lengthen your neck, tuck your chin, stamp your spine into your mat. And then maybe it feels good to gently rock side to side. And then drawing the legs, opening up through the legs into a wide leg straddle. Bend your knees again, happy baby. And extend your left leg long on the mat as the right knee pulls into the chest. We'll take our spinal twist. So the right arm releasing open to the side. Take your right leg, cross it over the midline. Let your gaze either be towards the sky or your right hand. Find stillness in this posture. Through your breath, keeping your mind on your breath. Breathing deeply. Bring the knee back into the chest. Release the right leg long. Pull your left knee now into the chest. Give it a squeeze. And cross the left leg over the right as the left hand opens up. Maybe looking up or looking to the left, depending muscular tension. Just allow the body to become very relaxed here. Last full breath. And then we'll set up for Shavasana. And then I'm going to walk you through the body here. So you stay in Shavasana. I'm just going to sit up so that you can hear me. And I want you to just close your eyes. If you have any comfort clothes that you can put on you, take those now. And just since we're focusing on self-love and forgiveness, we're going to go through each part of the body. So if there's an area of your body that you criticize, that isn't like what you love, or is even having a hard time healing, we're going to send some love to those areas. So you can let the breath go, and I want you to bring your attention towards your right hand. And you don't need to touch anything. I just want you in your mind's eye send some self-love to these spaces of the body. So focusing on your right thumb, right index finger, right middle finger, fourth finger, pinky, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, right side of the chest, right side of the waist, right hip, right thigh, right knee, right shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. So sending love to the entire right side of your body. And we'll bring our attention now to the left hand. Focusing your attention on the left thumb, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger, pinky, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, left side of the chest, left side of the waist, left hip, left thigh, left knee, left shin, calf, ankle, heel, sole, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Sending love to the entire left side of your body. So just enjoying this quietness now, just sending love to everywhere in your body. Stay here for as long as you need, allowing yourself to rest, keeping your heart open, and again, offering forgiveness to that person that you dedicated your practice to today, so that it can set you free, you can feel light, and you can live from this place from your heart, that lotus within your heart. So thank you so much for practicing today. Make sure to like and share this video with others that you love. From my heart to yours. Namaste.